Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to get another operating system on your Windows device. You're going to be able to use Windows Boot Manager in order to boot to different devices or dual boot. Okay, so for this project, you're going to need a USB like this. For me, I'm just using a 16 gigabyte one. The camera will focus. Yeah, 16 gigabytes. It's just a SanDisk. You're going to need one that's at least 8 gigabytes. In order for this installation to work. So make sure to get one of these, or any old USB drive that's more than 8 gigabytes. You'll need that. So yeah, this is going to be really cool. The first thing you're going to want to do actually to get this is first go to Windows 10 installation media. You just want to search that up. And then right here, you're just going to want to go to where it says download Windows 10. Don't worry, your hard drive will be fine. None of this will change anything that you currently have in your Windows device. And if you also want to install another instance of Windows, you can also use, or you have a computer that doesn't have any OS installed, this is also another way to do this using the boot menu. However, I'm just going to show you how to do this right now. So you're going to go to Create Windows 10 Installation Media, and you want to do Download Tool Now. Okay, don't click Update Now. It looks the same, but don't do that. Then it's going to have this media creation tool 22h2.exe. This is not going to change anything with your main one. It's going to come up with this dialog box. It's probably a black screen for you right now, but just click yes. It's safe. And then it's going to say getting a few things ready. And it's Windows 10 setup, right? So you just want to wait for this to load. And right here, it's going to give you some license terms and all this stuff. I've already read through all these. Make sure you read through these. I know most people can probably just accept and not worry about it, but it's good to read them. Accept. Alright, and right now, you're gonna get this option. Don't use upgrade this PC now. Like I said, it's not gonna damage or change anything on your hard drive. However, if you choose upgrade this PC now, I think it's probably gonna upgrade your PC. Don't do that. Just don't. It's gonna change your hard drive. So do create installation media, and right now you're gonna want to plug in your USB if you have one. So right now I'm just gonna disconnect one of my cables because it's full already, and I'm going to show you a video of just how to plug it in. I mean, it's pretty intuitive, but whatever. Okay, so right now I have this computer which really does not like to have USBs in it, okay? It just doesn't like to have it. So I have to have this adapter. If you're the same, just get one of these adapters. They're literally amazing and pretty cheap too. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to plug it in to any port you have available. So right now I'm gonna plug it into this port which I just unplugged. Right here. I'm gonna take this USB that I showed you at the beginning of the video and plug it in. Okay, it might pop up with some kind of folder in your Windows system. That's fine, just close out of it, you don't need it. It's gonna make a noise, and yeah, it's probably gonna open this window. Just close it. If you have a virus like McAfee, just close that. And make sure if you don't have any stuff on this device already, clear it off, copy it to your PC, whatever, because it's gonna clear it. Anyways, that's how you plug in your USB. Alright, now that that's done, you can just create installation media, click next. Right here, it's going to give you some default options. Just use the recommended options. Just don't change any of this. It's fine. Next. Then you can do a USB flash drive. It needs to be at least 8 gigabytes. You can also do an ISO file, but just do USB to flash drive. It's just, that's what I'm showing you how to do in this video. So if you do anything different and you do it wrong, that's not my fault. So just click next. And right here, it's going to show you removable drives. So right here, it's going to show, right now I have the D drive, which is the one that I plugged in just barely and it showed you. You can always refresh to find other ones, but this is just the basic one that I'm going to use because this is the one that I plugged in. needs to have at least 8 gigabytes. It's going to delete all the files on your USB drive. So, like I said before, copy them, save them, and then yeah. And you can also after this is done, you can also clear your USB too. So and put all the data back on there. But you're going to want to store that data so you don't lose it. And click next. It's going to say getting a few things ready. And this is just going to take a long time, so I'm just going to speed this process up so you don't have to sit here as long as I have to sit here. Alright, and now as we close up getting this Windows 10 media, this is the verifying process. So you could have seen probably that it went progress and it was at the end and then it went back. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the verifying process right here. It just needs to verify so you don't destroy your PC. And then once it says your USB flash drive is ready, you can just click finish and then uninstall the USB. Alright, so we're not done with the Windows part yet, like getting all the stuff set up, because this Windows USB that we're going to be dual booting from, it's going to need to have its own allocated storage space. So if we just do it in our main disk drive right now, it'll just break a ton of things because it has the Windows 10 system files and the Windows 11 system files, and that'll just interfere and you will lose all your data. It would just go bonkers, okay? So you're going to need to go to computer management, which you can just go and search and then do computer management. And right here, it opens up. You're going to want to go to disk management. You're going to see this thing right here. I've already done this before, so that as you can see, I have a Windows 10 part right here. However, if I want to actually create another partition, so let's say I'm just going to take it from my C drive, I can click shrink volume, and if I do shrink volume, it's going to take a little bit to do this, so it could take like a minute, 2 minutes. So just wait until that's done. Alright, and then once that's done, you're just going to seek this shrink C drive. So it has your previous total size, the size of available size you can shrink, which is going to be the most into the amount of space to shrink. It's going to have that in here. Do not leave it as default. Do not. You're going to have almost no space left in your main drive, okay? I would say if this is going to be like a little thing that you just want to test Windows 10 features out, or you want to test programs for Windows 10, just make it 50 gigabytes because the system files are about 28 gigabytes. But if it's going to be a thing that you like actually use, I would say probably give it about 128 gigabytes. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to do, so this is in megabytes, by the way, it's not in gigabytes, so you're going to want to make sure that you get this right. So I'm not going to do the exact calculation because it's not actually 5,000 megabytes that equals a gigabyte, 5 gigabytes. It's like 1,024 for 1 gigabyte, but you're just going to want to do 50,000 is about 50 gigabytes. If you want to do 100 gigabytes, then you can do that. For me, since I'm just going to delete this right after because I already have my basic Windows 10, I'm probably just going to do 40 gigabytes. I would really recommend that if you're going to really use this and not just delete it afterwards, get more than 40 gigabytes, okay? Like 50 gigabytes is like pretty much the minimum because you're going to want to have some space. And then you just want to click shrink. And it's going to tell you your total size from the C drive. For me, it's still pretty big. I have a terabyte of data on this computer, about a terabyte. So I'm just going to click shrink though. And it's going to take a little bit, but it's going to create a partition for you. Alright, and that's going to have this, it's going to pop up with a black, unallocated space. So this is just space on your disk. Nothing is using it. Nothing is doing anything with this space, okay? So you don't want this to be just unallocated because you can't use it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click it and you're going to do new simple volume. And it's going to have this wizard. It looks kind of like IE Express, just the basic wizard. And what it's going to do is it's going to be simple volume size in megabytes. And I'm just going to click next, leave this as default. And then you can pick your drive letter. This is pretty cool. If you're just doing a partition, then you can make it any drive. So you know how that you have a C drive. You can do A, B, D, F, G, like a bunch of different ones. For me, I'm just going to do R. I don't know. And then you don't want to do anything else. Next. And right here you can name it whatever you want on volume label. Everything else you want to keep the same. Make sure it's NTFS, not exFAT. So NTFS. And on volume label, you're just going to want to do like Windows 10. Yeah, I'll just do Windows 10. Next. Actually, I'm going to go back because I already have a Windows 10. I'm just going to call it Windows 10 2 just to make sure I can delete this afterwards. Next. You can change anything you want. Like, you can mess with it, but I would do what I'm doing. Just change the stuff I say you can change. And then click Finish. And right here it's formatting, and now it's at Windows 10 2 R. So as you can see, if you go into this PC, now I have 3 different drives. So this one, local disk, is always going to be C. If you're on this, if like I'm booted into this Windows 10, that's going to be called C, and that's going to be called E, or like it's just going to be different letters. But right now, since I'm not logged into the R, like you can change stuff, like you can edit files and stuff. But this is what we're going to be loading our Windows USB into. So then, what we're going to do now is actually boot Windows. Let's go. Alright guys, you remember when I said to take out your USB? You're going to plug it back in, because we need it for the boot menu. Enter. Enter. Noise. It has all the Windows files here. Don't need them. Exit out. Alright, and then what you're going to do is going to Start menu. Then you're going to go to Power button. And you're going to go to Restart. Restarting. And then press F10 repeatedly, or whatever your boot menu key is. Just keep spamming it. Ooh, and now we have the boot menu. So, UEFI, SanDisk Cruiser Guide, Glide 1.2.6. That is the one that you're going to want to boot. Click Enter. It's going to do this really fast. Here we go. It's going to take a little bit to load. It's got to read the disk, the USB drive. Yep, there's the Windows 10 logo. As you can see, right here, it's going to have this background. This looks very bad when you start it up, okay? I'm sorry. I don't... That's just how it's going to be. Put in your keyboard stuff. For me, it's just the default. Install now. Yes, I will. Windows. Setup is starting. Okay. So, it's going to ask you to put it into a certain drive partition. And guys, how do I explain it to you? When you're starting this up, it takes incredibly long for Cortana to stop, like, being a weirdo and to actually start doing it. I've already read this, so accept. Next. And then no, don't do upgrade. Don't do that. Do custom. And right here, as you can see, I'm going to click Drive 0 Partition 4 Windows 10 2 because that's the one I created. So this is a primary drive. Don't do any drives that you're already using, okay? Like this one is my main drive. I'm not going to use that. This is the one I'm going to use. Use the one, the partition that you just made, okay? Then you want to click Next. Done. Okay, this is gonna take a while. I'll see you in like 5 hours. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't take that long. But I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, and then now it's gonna restart to continue. So, it just finished. Restart now. Or you can just, let it restart. And then it's gonna do this. If it doesn't take you to the boot menu, it really should take you to the boot menu. So just wait here. Yeah, as you can see, it's the old Windows 10 version, so that shows me that it is booting into Windows boot menu. This is what it looks like at the beginning. If you change it to legacy mode, it will look like really like old and like it will just be like black and white and like really old. But this is the new version, which I really like. I'm just gonna run volume 4. So this is acting like it's restarting, like just on that one. Don't worry. It said it's gonna restart because it needs to install updates. Once you click it, it still acts like it restarted. It's still the same thing. So, getting ready. Look at this beautiful, beautiful Windows 10 loading sign. That's how you know you're installing Windows 10 right there. Oh. And as I said before, I'm so sorry for the actual like pain that is Cortana when starting up. It is actually like horrible. Alright, so as you can see, needs to run again. Kind of annoying, I know. However, it is necessary. So, yeah. So just deal with the restarting over and over again. Okay. And here we go. The stupidest introduction, the most annoying thing in the world. You're not here to help. You're here to annoy. Change that to annoy. I'm gonna edit that and say annoy, because you're not here to help. Dude, this is like the worst part, dude. She literally sits there. And like I'm pressing enter. I've pressed every single thing. I've tried to skip it. Like, yeah, shut up. Oh, okay. Maybe actually that's a good. So press this microphone. It actually might make it. I think it's making it faster. Yeah, stay quiet. No. Yeah, that's enough intro. Let's dig in. United States, yes. US, yes. No, skip. I don't have internet because it's not going to install the drivers. That's the thing that sucks about this. Everything else is amazing and wonderful, but you need to install the drivers manually. So just say, I don't have internet. It's going to go, oh, there's more to discover. No. Oh, sorry. I almost continue with limited setup. You can install the internet later. Just put a name. I'm just going to put main for my name. Main. Because main user. Super memorable password. How about main? Wow. Main. Wow. Just do random. Just like, because you're going to remember your password, right? If you're not going to remember it and you don't remember it, just, don't spam. Like, actually do it. Because, like, yeah, but I'm not going to forget my password. You can change these. I don't know. I'm just going to. I know some of those are like kind of like iffy, but I just, no, not now. I hate freaking Cortana. Freaking idiot. And you take like, no, almost. I said I didn't want Cortana. Windows, what the heck was that? Okay, now you have this loading screen. Better not be installing Cortana. I'll see you once it's done. Alright, and now we're almost here. And there you go. The best way to install Windows. And, you know, Microsoft Edge, of course. Of course. Why wouldn't you want Microsoft Edge? You know, I'm just happy to have Windows 10, man. Look at this amazing thing. And then the best thing is you can like so the thing you need to do is you either if this is a new like non-OS computer right now that you're trying to install it with, you need to get the internet driver on your PC on your USB. Then when you actually run the internet driver, once you have that, you are free to get all the other drivers using the internet on this. So right now, as you can see, there's no internet because stupid. See, there's not even anything to connect with. So just get your so for me it's Intel connectivity. Just get that. Get the drivers and then you're all set up. So, and then the coolest thing, so let's just restart. So the coolest thing is this boot manager thing that when you restart it always runs. So then you can dual boot and triple boot. Yeah, do all of that boot stuff. Windows 10. And then you have Windows 10, Windows 10, Windows 11. My main one is Windows 11. And then you can like choose the default one. I like to choose Windows 11 for default, but I made this one default because I just made it. But yeah, this is the new one that you have. Usually for you, it would probably be 2 of them. I just already had this one installed because I've been using it a lot. But yeah, this is the basic Windows 10 that you've just created. And honestly, you can find other installation media and use that too. But if this helped you, please like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff. Thank you for watching. This was a really fun video to make. See you on the next one. TomSpeed12, out.